National Park. So let's check it out. Might be on and off on this, but let's try it. We're at Tawa Point. Sorry, my microphone's not working today and it's windy, but we'll get it fixed for next time. Give people a little time to get on here. And please tell me where you're from, all that kind of fun stuff. I don't know if I'll see comments or not. Sometimes, depending on reception, I might not. But we're up here at the Petrified Forest National Park. And this is the first viewpoint coming in from the main entrance. I think it's called Tawa. And just checking it out. It's beautiful. Kind of back behind us, you can see that's I-40 back there. And we're gonna go ahead and head down the road and keep going. Kind of go through my window look here, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully this works out good. And we'll try to stop at every point along the way. Okay. There we go. So we're going to be driving through the Petrified Forest National Park. Howdy. Welcome to the live. We're in Petrified Forest National Park. We're going to be doing some driving here. Going to the next viewpoint. Let me know where you're from if you get a chance. There you go. We're going to go through the whole park. Hopefully coverage maintains. It's a little spotty, but I've got a Wi-Fi hotspot, so I'm hoping everything works. We will find out. I'll kind of let you have a view here as we're going sideways. There's the front. And then we're going to stop off at every point we find along the way when we can. Howdy, we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're going to be stopping at the viewpoint. Hopefully our connection holds up good. I've got a hotspot going. I apologize, my microphone is screwing up today, so might not be great on the microphone, but it's beautiful. Let me show you out there. Some of the area, this is the Painted Desert it's called. And we'll try to stop at most of the different viewpoints and let everybody see it. Welcome everybody, I'm Big Mike, Route 66 Road Relics. We're at the Painted Desert, or this is the Painted Desert in the Petrified Forest National Park. Hey Raymond, thanks for watching buddy. Where are you from? Let's check it out, there's a near viewpoint right here. I'm gonna hop right out. You'll have to excuse me because we're kind of be going in between hopping in and out of the truck. Let's see here. We'll get a little better view going. So, let you take a look at the Painted Desert here. And just gonna kind of walk here a little bit and let you get a good look. The colors are even better in person, like I said. This is the Petrified Forest National Park. And we're going to go ahead and do a drive through the whole park. And we'll also have some other videos going. So, just trying to keep it nice slow for you, let you get a good view of everything. This is the second, I'm not sure what this pull-off point's called, but it's the second one. And we're gonna hop in and go to the next stop here. There's about 30 miles of stuff here, so we'll see what we can cover. And we'll be ready in just a sec here. I just need to use my other camera, get a little extra footage for the long run here. Howdy everybody, we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're at the second pullout right now. There we go. So we're gonna hop in the truck now and head up the next spot. And my wife, she's driving, Amanda. And we're gonna try to give you a nice little tour of the Petrified Forest National Park. So, hang on here. Going up the road, there's a bunch to see. They've got petrified wood. The first part's gonna be like the Painted Desert. And then we're also gonna go ahead and see the Painted Desert, is it trading? Inn. The Painted Desert Inn. But let me just show over here so you kind of see. This is Tawa Point, this next one. I'll just hop out real quick so you can get a good view. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park in northern Arizona on Route 66. And this is good right here. And let me go through and hop out and I'll show you. Just trying to stop at all the different points here along the route. By the way, we do have a website, Route 66 Road Relics. You can check out the travel guide to Route 66. Just going to try to catch some of these different points so you can all see them here. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park, the only national park that's actually on Route 66. And then kind of walk around here. This is Tawa Point, I believe it's called. Petrified Forest National Park. I'm going to do a little walk around out there so you can kind of see the point a little better. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We do all sorts of stuff about Route 66 and some of the other Grand Canyon, different things like that. We're going to be going live today, trying to go ahead and do the whole park here, as long as everything holds out with the Wi-Fi. Let's see. I go for a little walk here. Let's see this up here. There we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. This is the Tawa Trail here. It goes out for a mile plus. We're not going to do the whole thing, but we're just going to take a quick look around, let you see it. Let's see here. And let's see here. There we go. Get on the point out here and we can actually just really see where it all goes. Trying to go ahead and go a little smoother with the Petrified Forest National Park. This is the Painted Desert. Usually the colors are the best like in the morning and in the evenings, just for if you're coming out here. But just gonna walk around here a little bit, check everything out. Let me know if there's something you see, or let me know where you're from. Hi, Lisa. Howdy. Thanks for watching. Let me just see. I'm just going to try to do a slow pan here. Goes all the way over. Let you really just see it here. It's beautiful out here. And then we're going to actually catch the petrified wood part too. This is the painted desert inside the Petrified Forest National Park. Now come out here where we can get a little better view. It's amazing just how big this place is when you really look at it. Let's see here. Howdy everybody. Big Mike, we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. And hang on, I'm gonna come out here and see if we can get a good deal off the viewpoint. You can see how deep that is. It's a good couple 100-foot drop down there. But I'm gonna let you look around here. Do a nice slow pan for everybody. Let me know where you're from or say howdy if you get a chance, folks. I'm Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. And welcome to our YouTube channel. We try to go live every Sunday. Today was a little late, but usually like 11, 12 o'clock. And I'm going to head back and see if we can go catch the next point out here. It's just a lot to see here. We're going to try to do the whole thing if we can. Hang with me. I'm going to point you out into the... There you go. You can at least see the petrified, the painted desert. The views out here are crazy. I think we're going next to the Painted Desert Inn. Should be coming up pretty quick here. And we're going to be trying to do the whole park today. So hang with us and we'll see what we can do here. We're starting our lives. We've been doing lives here. It's probably our 6th one, or 7th one. So hopefully you like it. Let you get see places on Route 66. I am working on my mic. My mic had a little issues today, so you might hear a little wind, but hang with us. We're going to drive up to the next point here real quick. There we go. Got our 96 Bronco we're taking today. It's like a kind of classic there to drive around in. Let's see the last of this point before we head out. I guess I do lose a little bit of the color in the middle of the day just because of the sun, but there's lots to see. And it's a Painted Desert Rim Trail, it says. Tawa Trail. And Petrified Forest National Park. Looking around, we're going to try to do most of the park. And feel free to check it out again when it uploads if you want. Where's everybody from here? This Big Mike here with Route 66 Road Relics, and we're doing live from the Petrified Forest National Park. All right, gonna hop in the car and go to the next spot. So hang on, here we go. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Gonna head off to the next spot, so hang with me, folks. It's about 30 miles of stops along the way here. I'll let you take a look. The next stop, I can see it right there, the Painted Desert Inn, and that's a really cool place. We're gonna go look at that real quick. I'll see if we can go in without losing connection. I don't know on that one. Have you folks ever been to the Painted Desert, or to the Painted Desert out here, or the Petrified National Forest? I might not be able to see all comments out here, just kind of letting you know. I'm kind of a little low on bars out here, but we'll see what we can do. And we're coming up here. Here we go. And it's a Painted Desert Inn you see right here. We're gonna walk around that, and then we might see if we can go inside, see if I got reception. I gotta kind of watch to keep reception here. All right, here we go, and we're off. Hang on. All right. We're in the Painted Desert Inn here. Oops, hang on. Sorry. There we go. Sorry. Alrighty. Painted Desert Inn. Gonna head out and see what we can do. We're gonna try to get the whole national park today, or at least a lot of it. Whatever we can catch. Behind there's a fantastic scene. Like I said, this is the Painted Desert Inn. And then you can look and see the view behind us. Painted Desert's amazing out here. We're coming up here to the Painted Desert Inn. And we're going to try to catch all the lookouts. I'm going to go ahead though and start off by going to the back so we can really catch a good view of the Painted Desert, and then I'll see what we can do inside. I don't know how coverage will be inside, but we're on wireless now. Seems to be got my hotspot, and we're going good. I'm Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. Let's see what we got here. National Historic Landmark, and site 1987 National Park Service. It's a National Historic Landmark. Very cool. Well deserving. I'm gonna walk out here to this point. So I know there's a gift shop. They got ice cream, all sorts of fun stuff inside. And just like I said, look at this view here. This is a Painted Desert Inn. And then you come out here and look at that. Isn't that amazing? This is one, like I said, the only national park that's technically on Route 66. The Grand Canyon's not far off, but this is actually on it. And wait till we get to the view out here. We can actually do a whole cinematic. It's amazing to look at when you come out here. Like I said, for new people, we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. Let me just kind of stop and do a nice casual deal for you. It's Painted Desert Inn you're looking at. And this is one of the best views of the Painted Desert. Behind the Painted Desert Inn is one of the best views you'll get. It's amazing. So we'll come out here, see what we get. They actually used to give tours out there back in the day. They drive out there. And this place was kind of run down for a while, then restored it. And it's got a lot of, it's been really cool what they're doing with the National Park Service out here. Let me get past this tree and I'll see if I can show you a little bit more out here. Here we go. Thanks for joining me on this. We're Petrified Forest National Park. Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. We also have a website that is Route 66 Road Relics, and it's a travel guide to Route 66. Excuse my mic today. It's having mic issues, so we're just kind of going off the phone mic. But we're gonna go out here to the end, and it's got one heck of a point out here. But what you know, it's so hard to scale. This place is huge. I mean, this is honestly looks like looking at the Grand Canyon out here. It's just that big. I mean, it's not that deep, but when you start looking at it, and we're gonna come out here. The view on the very end is going to be magnificent, and then we'll start do a little more painted desert, and then we start getting more to the petrified forest. See the petrified logs, different stuff like that. Here we go. Now here's the viewpoint. That's amazing. Let me get out here and we'll show you this bad boy. Let's see here. You almost get lost out here. It's crazy. Let's see. So we're gonna look in. Nice slow pan for everybody to. It's a painted desert. Petrified Forest National Park. This is the inn viewpoint at the Painted Desert Inn. And it's just beautiful. See if I can blow it up a little bit more. Let you see a little more out here. And you'll see people from all over the world out here. Here we go. The colors are a little more washed right now, just because of the direct sunlight. Let's head on, taking a look, and we'll see if we can go inside the. Well, I'll look around at least the inn. Let me get you over here. If there's something you see special, you really want to see, let me know. And there we go. Take a look around here, and then I'll walk around the Painted Desert Inn over here. We're on Route 66 technically. This is the only national park, the Petrified Forest National Park. We're also going to see some petrified wood soon. We're right now kind of looking at we're at the Painted Desert Inn. And let me show you around the end here really quick. Here we go. Get you a little better look at it. So sorry, some of the sun's not in the best position, so sometimes it does fade it out a little bit. Not a lot I can do about that, but hopefully you enjoy this tour of the Petrified Forest National Park. Feel free to say howdy in the comments. It's kind of funny, sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. I don't know why it doesn't always show up, but I'm just kind of looking to see that view again. It's just amazing. Here today, if we can, as long as batteries and everything else holds up. So we'll see. Here we go. They sell ice cream in here. All sorts of stuff. Let me see if I can open the door just to take a look inside without going too far. Don't know if I'll have to watch, see if we lose connection or not. Hopefully not. Here we go. Just gonna get the ice cream. This is kind of the downstairs area. And then I'll come around the other area so we can look at it. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. We're gonna go around the side of the building. This is the Painted Desert Inn. Let's just see it. It's like Pueblo. You can see the beautiful structure. All right, here we go. We're back. Sorry about that. Went around the building, got disconnected from the internet. We're just heading up here from the Petrified Forest National Park. And gonna head on over and see the rest, start seeing the rest of the park here. Some of it we might drive by, just do a slow view. Some of it we'll try to stop. This right here where we're at, it's the Painted Desert. This here's the Painted Desert Inn. One of the best views you're gonna see is in the back. Welcome back. Sorry folks, got disconnected when I went up on the back side of the building. And we're gonna head up the next spot here in just a minute. So hang with me. Let me know where you're from, say howdy. I might be able to see it, I don't know. We're kind of, if I miss your comment, I'm sorry, I'll respond to them later. Sometimes they're hard to see when we're going live. Let's see. I went the wrong way. Bronco's way over there. So we're heading over there. And we're off to the next spot here in just a second. This is definitely one of the best views as far as if you want to see the Painted Desert. The Painted Desert Inn has by far the best views here. Just let you look here. And if you get one of the yearly passes, if you're a veteran, you can get one of the free passes. And it's a nice way to check everything out. Here we go. Ah, I see what my wife did. See that? She found the only shady spot out here. She's good at that. Take a look. And again, we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. This is the Painted Desert Inn. And we're going up to, feel free to take a look back later on. We're basically doing the whole park. So, or trying to. See what we can get done where we have reception. Here we go. I'm gonna hop in the truck, so hang with me, but I'll go ahead and just show you the view as we're going. And we'll go from there. All right. Here we go. Hang on a sec. Let me get that in there. All right. All right. And here we go. Go ahead and roll so the wind doesn't get you too bad. There we go. So we're going to try to stop most of the major points here today. I'm a quick drive by. So hang on. I'm going to roll the window down and drive by slow. We're just gonna take it slow here. Tawa Point out here somewhere. Let's take a look at it. There we go. Sorry, didn't like it there for a second. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we're gonna hit on the next point. We're just doing a by on this one. Oh, head back up the hill. All right, we're back again, and we are just heading up. And Petrified Forest National Park. We'll stop at the next point we see out there. This is part of the painted desert. Roll the window up. Sorry, the mic's not great right now. No, we got 0 people. I'm gonna go ahead. There we go. We're heading up to the next point, the Petrified Forest National Park. What you see over there. Sorry, the mics might be a little loud in the truck, but we're gonna be heading up the next spot here. Let's see what we can find. I'm Big Mike with Petrified Forest National Park. And Tawa Point. Just hop out here just a second and take a look at this. You can just park me right there, it's fine. I'm gonna hop out here and let you take a look. There we go. Take a good look around. Do a slow walk over here. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park. This is a painted desert we're looking at out here. Gonna walk around, get a little better look at everything. My name is Big Mike with Route 66 Road Relics. We also have a website, which is Route 66 Road Relics. Sorry about the mic here. The microphone's not working well, so we're using the phone microphone for the moment. So you'll catch a little wind on that. Sorry about that. But it's gonna catch around the point over here. Day, so the colors are washed out a little bit, unfortunately. But all right, we're gonna head off the next spot here. Hang with it, we got a bunch more to see still. And seeing some petrified wood here pretty quick. This is kind of like the painted desert section. It is midday, so unfortunately you're going to have some of the colors washed out a little bit. I wish I could do a little more about it, but kind of is what it is. All right, well, hang on. I'm going to get in the truck here, and we're off to our next spot. Here we go. There we go. All right. We're ready to go. And we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. Sorry, it just takes a little time getting between spots. The next spot is driving up in the Petrified Forest National Park. Just got done with most of the painted desert areas. I think our next step's going to be basically getting into Petrified Forest. Kind of see where we're going here. Not as colorful over here, but we're getting there. We're going to be heading to where you can see all the petrified wood and all that. The Petrified Forest National Park, just trying to drive to see most different spots. We just saw a lot of the painted desert, and now we're driving up to go ahead and see a lot of the petrified wood sections. Hopefully everybody likes this here. And sorry, there's a little lag time with driving and stuff. Now, one thing about this place is neat is it's just outside of Holbrook, and so Holbrook's a great place. They got the Wigwam Motel, a lot of fun stuff like that out here. The other things that they have would be Winslow's, pretty close by. That's where the standing on the corner is. This is the only national park that Route 66 actually went through. Even though the Grand Canyon is fairly close and most people go to it, this is the only park where it really actually ran through the park on that. And we can go ahead and show you while we're driving. Yeah, just drive through the point. This is Nishoni Point, I think. We're just going to do a slow drive through the point here, just so you can actually, we'll pull up here and just stop close to the edge, and I'll just do a little pan for them. We'll do a little pan for you here. Let you see everything. There we go. Just kind of showing you the point here. There's a lot of miles to cover, so we're kind of just trying to catch it a little bit faster if we can. This is the drive-by view. And this is still part of the painted desert. Petrified Forest National Park. Let me roll the window back up. And we're off. Yeehaw! Here we go. It's road trip time. Gonna go ahead and we can skip this one, I think. This is Whipple Point. You can see everything from the road right here. Well, we'll just drive through it. Here we go. Let you see everything there. This is Whipple Point. Like I said, the best time is early morning, late evenings. Right now in the midday, with the midday sun, they lose a lot of their color. So that's why it's not quite as the reddish hues and stuff just kind of dissipate a little bit. And I'll set that up here a little bit. There we go. But Route 66 has a lot of stuff. Arizona is one of my favorites. I live out here, but there's just a lot of stuff to see. This is Lacey Point. We're just going to do little drive-thrus on these. Here's, let you kind of see what's here. Again, this is Lacey Point, the Petrified Forest National Park. Yeah, we're just going to try to see if we can see what we can cover on this. We'll be getting to like the old Studebaker and some of that cool stuff in a little bit. It's one of my favorite parts down there. And also see a lot of the petrified wood coming up. We're just driving. It's a big round trip. I don't know, what is it, 35 miles or something? It's a whole round trip, about 35 miles, I believe, or I could be off, but you basically a whole round trip through the national park. So you don't need to get old, Dave. You don't want to get old with you. But Dave. But here we go. And we cross over right here. We're going to cross over I-40. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're heading up the next section. We'll start seeing a lot more of the petrified wood and everything up here. So just pardon us while we do a little driving to get you there. It'll take a couple minutes. There we go. Rainbow Forest exit, 22 miles. Okay. This is right here, stop right here. This is actually this is where the Route 66 and let me show you, this is one of the cool parts here. Let me hop out. So this is actually where Route 66 crosses. And let me pull it back a little bit. And they got a cool bench here made from an old bumper. Kind of see that's cool. Walk over here. Now if you see the poles over there, that line of poles is actually where old Route 66 ran. Let me see if I can blow it up just a little bit more for you. And that's line of poles is where it went. And then we're going to come over here and take a look at this cool old Studebaker. We are at the Petrified Forest National Park. I believe it's a 32 Studebaker they have here. Hang on, let me just pull it back. And it's pretty cool to check out. And this is their kind of their memory to Route 66 out here. Take a look inside. I think it's a 32 Studebaker. Just gonna walk around here. Like I said, that would be Route 66 where you see the telephone poles over there. We are in the Petrified Forest National Park. Sorry, but keep repeating it for all the new people coming in. Let me just let you get a little, there we go. Cool old Studebaker, classic of the road back in the day. And back up just a little more. There we go. All right, we are off to our next point on this thing here. So let's gonna head off. So I think we start seeing some more petrified rocks soon. It's our Bronco we got, 96 Bronco. I'm kind of using a classic to go cruise. All right. There we go. Let me roll the window up for you. And we're actually going to be heading up over I-40 here. You said that was Route 66 where Route 66 crossed. Now I-40 did cover a lot of old Route 66. But there's still about 70% of it out there. Different places. In Seligman, we have one of the longest stretches. I think it's 130 miles up to the California border. But there's a lot to see out here. And we're gonna probably do is go ahead and catch some of this petrified wood, catch as much of that big stuff as we can, and kind of go from there. Here we go. Driving down historic route, or this is not historic Route 66. This is actually, it's connected, but we're on the national park right now. And if you see anything when we're out there that you really want to take a closer look at, just holler at me. I'll try to answer it. I don't know, because of our bandwidth out here, I don't always see all the comments, so I just kind of want to give you a heads up on that. But I will respond to any comments I see after the fact too. So gotta stop here, it looks like, for a second.
No, there's not a stop here.
Well, a guy stopped, so we're stopping. But here we go. Gotta go around this person. Not sure why they stopped in the middle of the road. Yeah. Don't advise that, folks. Stopping in the middle of the road is not good. People are driving. But anyway, we're coming out here. Petrified National Forest, or Petrified Forest National Park. And we are heading up to the next areas. Gonna catch a lot of the petrified wood here pretty quick. Just unfortunately, there's a little bit of lag. You're kind of getting there. So just hang with me a little bit. Got a little drive time just for a little bit so we can get up to where the petrified wood, because you got all the painted desert. You can see over here, it's not really the painted desert out this part. But we'll get you there, and then we'll have a whole bunch more of the petrified rock. It's amazing. The petrified rock out there is just huge. All sorts of cool pieces we can look at. So I think you'll really enjoy that. And that's one of the things. If you comment, say howdy or anything like that, I'll try to respond. I may not see it, so if not, I'll respond afterwards. But please subscribe to our channel and like it. And yeah, go from there. We do about 400 videos right now, mainly about Route 66, or sometimes traveling in Arizona. So I think you'll enjoy that if you get a chance. We also have a website, which is route66roadrelics.com, and it's a travel guide to Route 66. We travel all the way back to Missouri. I'm actually going to be flying into Chicago here soon and doing that part of it too. That's the only part I haven't really gotten videos and stuff of. But we're coming up. You kind of see some interesting formations to the left up here. It's kind of like a grayish sandstone rock. But we're getting into the section pretty quick where the petrified wood is. We're just kind of driving there right now. We're inside the park and just heading down the road. Kind of see the sides where we're at. Just Petrified Forest National Park. Going to see some cool wood right now. Now, if you have questions on anything, let me know. I can't answer questions on Route 66. I'm very familiar with that. We have about over 400 videos on it. We also do have Facebook, and we have a website. And I'm hoping to come out with a book here in about 6 months is what my goal is. We'll find out if I can get that done. Here we go, a little more. Instead of the painted, well, I guess technically it would be. There'd be a little different coloring over here. A little more grays and stuff instead of the reds. But we'll see that. As I said, we got a little bit of a section to go before we get back to the petrified wood. It's kind of like you go from painted desert, then you got to go like 4 or 5 miles or more to get to the next section. Once you get away from the painted desert end. We're driving inside the park right now. It's a beautiful day out. Check out those clouds, blue sky. Driving a classic truck, got a 96 Bronco. I call it the OJ mobile. My wife doesn't appreciate that though. I get in trouble when they say that. But let's let you see what's out here. We are on Route 66, or well, it's close. The park is considered on Route 66. The park right through it. That's the part we just did. It had the old Studebaker and all that kind of stuff. Now, what happens is you go out here and you'll actually end up just outside of Holbrook, which is really cool. So we were at this morning. I got some video of Fort Courage. They blocked a lot of it off, so I could only do video from the road, which is fine. I understand that. But I went ahead and did do some video of what that's looking like currently. What's this river? It says Santa Fe Railroad. So that's the railroad there. But when we get off of this, we'll be pretty close to Holbrook. And I'm actually going to do have one of my videos coming out about the Wigwam Motel. So hopefully you'll enjoy that too. That I'm just going to go ahead and do a video on. It's easier. This is the Pioco River. Oh, there's water there. And that is... Oh, it's restrooms. Never mind. Guess we don't have to inspect the restrooms out here. And we're at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're heading up the road here. It's a beautiful Sunday. We're live. This is Route 66 Road Relics. I'm Big Mike. Hang with us, please. You can also, we did the Painted Desert portion already, so feel free to go ahead when it uploads to take a look there. We have about 400 videos all about Route 66, so check us out. This park is technically on Route 66, the only one in the country, actually. But look at those blue sky, those clouds. Gotta love it. Beautiful day. Here we go. Now we're gonna go ahead and get to do drive through and see some of the petrified wood over here, I believe. That's this section, right? I think. Yeah. So it's gonna be over there. We'll head to that, and I'll roll the window down. Let's take a good look. Let's see what this area is called here. This is Newspaper Rock.
There's gonna be petroglyphs over here.
Oh, there's petroglyphs. There's all sorts of stuff. So we'll take a look. Here we go. Get the turn off to get over here to the viewpoint and just see what all's here. Where are the petroglyphs at then? Over there? Oh. Okay. It's supposed to be petroglyphs, my wife's telling me. We'll check it out.
You have to walk over there.
Alright, we're going to walk over, folks, so hang on. Here we go. We're off and running. Here we go. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park. We're going to go check out. My wife says there might be some petroglyphs over here. I'm not quite sure, but we'll take a look. Going to walk to the viewpoint. See what all's out here. If there's something particular you want to see, let me know. I'm trying to go ahead. We did a lot of the Painted Desert, so feel free to, if you want to rewatch the video when it goes up live. If you wait about a few hours, it'll go up complete in a while. It takes a little while to load up everything, but hang on, let me just do a view here. So I'm walking. You can see where we're at. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park. Sorry if I keep repeating myself, but we got lots of new viewers coming in all the time. And we're going to walk out here and see what's out here. We're supposed to stay on the paved surfaces. Okay, I'm good with that. That's one thing when you're out at the national parks, you always got to respect the place. You know, leave no trace. We need to leave it for our future generations so they can see what's out here. And also, out here, never ever take any petrified rock with you. You can buy plenty of it outside the park. Plus, to be honest with you, Heard it gives you really, really bad karma if you steal from a national park, so don't do it. But you can admire it, leave it in place for the next person. But they've got all sorts of places where you can get all the petrified rock you want, or petrified wood. And let me go through and see what's out here. What's this say here? It's a National Register, Newspaper Rock, Petroglyphs Archaeological District. Okay. We'll see where these petroglyphs are. I'll try to zoom in for you if I can. See where everything is here. Gonna give you a view around. There's just a lot of stuff to see out here. And they have the area below closed off, which is good. So nobody can mess with stuff. And we'll get out here and take a look. Let me see here. It's a petrified. Where are they supposed to be at? You know, the petroglyphs?
They're just carved on the side of the rocks.
One down on that rock, you see pretty clearly.
Where's it
Where
at?
the green grass is right below that.
See the clump of green grass right
Yeah.
there? Look up.
Ah,
The corner
okay.
of that one right there.
There's one. You can see that's one of the petroglyphs. I said a lot of stuff does age, so it's hard to see sometimes, but there's stuff all over here.
Not paintings.
Right.
A lot of it's carvings, not paintings, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the petroglyph is, the carving. Pictograph is a.
Okay, there we go. Learned something today.
I learned it yesterday.
Well, we're live on YouTube right now, so we're doing it, showing people the park here. And let me let you. Here we go. And like I said, we can't see a lot of the petroglyphs, but kind of cool. And we're just gonna walk back and hit the next spot here. By the way, where's everybody coming from? Let me know. I don't know if I'll be able to see comments or not, but I will comment to everybody after the fact for sure. After the live is done. We're just kind of waiting to get up to the petrified wood part here. Should be coming up quick. But it's beautiful out here. Let's see here. All right. Let me go get into the truck and we'll be off. This is the viewpoint here. I mean, this is the parking for the point. So you kind of see what everything is. It's very accessible. That's one nice thing. I mean, this is all pretty much handicap accessible, most of it. So that's a nice point. There we go. If you got any questions on Route 66, let me know here. And we're going to hop in the truck and head up. So just hang with me a couple minutes. We're on the road going to the next stop. Like I said, we do have a website, route66roadrelics.com. And check out our videos. We've got about 400 of them on YouTube. Please subscribe and help us out. And we have about 300,000 followers on Facebook too. So If that's more your speed, you're welcome to check that out too here. All right. Hang on. Here. Heading off. Okay. All right. We're off and running again. Petrified Forest National Park, heading up to the next stop. There we go. Beautiful day out here. Clouds out there. The neat thing about this park is it's pretty much drive-through. You can drive through the whole thing. I mean, you can go hiking on some areas if you want, but you don't have to. Also pretty RV friendly. There's room for RVs out here for driving, so lots of room out here. Nothing really tight or anything. And then when you get done with it, you're pretty close to Holbrook, Arizona, which is another really good Route 66 town. Driving down the road, hang with me, folks. Go check out the Petrified Forest National Park. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a distance on a few of them coming around. Have you folks been out here? Let me know if you've been in the comments. Have you been to the park or not? I can't always see. Sometimes I see comments, sometimes I don't. All right, we're back. Sorry. Must have hit a little bad spot. We're just cruising down the road right here. Petrified Forest National Park, going to the next stop. Now these are pretty cool. Look at it's like a gray kind of sand. Instead of the reddish hues, it's more gray.
It's volcanic.
It's volcanic. My wife says volcanic, I guess. My wife's smart. She knows a lot of stuff. So we'll see. Sounds like she's been checking all this out. There we go. Sorry about over there. It's pretty cool. Hello there. Sorry, we kind of disconnected for a bit. We're at the Petrified Forest National Park, and we're heading out to see a few more of the stops on there. We're in the park itself. Sorry, we hit a rough area there where we disconnected. We should be connected, and should have a few stops. About for a while to get there. Sorry, getting a little cranky on the Wi-Fi out here. There we go. All right, we're back in. Hopefully it stays with it this time. We're driving. Kind of see some of the petrified wood. We've just been watching for the last hour a lot of the painted desert stuff. So if you want to see the painted desert Inn, go ahead and you can rewatch a lot of the lives. We're actually doing the total drive through the national park, so you can see the petrified forest out here. So you can see the petrified forest out here. It's just a little distance between some of the stops, unfortunately, so kind of what we're waiting on here. Here we go. I see some of the area out here. We're inside the park itself, Petrified Forest National Park. We're just heading up to the next spot. We just got past the, we're past the Painted Desert area, and we should be getting to the Petrified Wood area pretty quick. All right. A whole piece of petrified, that goes right across like the here. I'm gonna go ahead and